Hey everybody, I hope that you're doing well. I'm going to do a general reading for all signs. So let's see what's going on for you guys. Let's start with Aries. And then I'll put the timestamps below, and then you can just click on whichever suits you. Please note that they're general messages, not going to resonate with everybody. So just take what does, leave the rest. Okay? So, Aries. What is their energy for today and tomorrow, please, spirits? Surrender to rest and sleep. To prevent burnout, slow down. Honor your need for quiet time and peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. Yeah. You guys could be burning the candle at both ends of the stick. All that fire is just all-consuming, and it is taking you for a ride. Go figure. And there's something that you've been working very hard at here because you've got this chariot energy. You could be dealing with a Cancerian, but the chariot is about taking action, and it's about changes or a journey of some sort. Perhaps even you got a new vehicle, some of you, or you had issues with your vehicle. But it's all about moving forward, and it's about overcoming challenges. Okay? It's the 7, and if you look at the 7s, I think of the 7 of Wands, which is really fighting and standing up for yourself or fighting for a purpose, just giving it your all. And just as it says, with changes that are coming, you have the Death card. Could be dealing with a Scorpio. You've got 2 major arcanas here. Okay, but it is also coming into Scorpio season, or it is Scorpio season, sorry, already. So it looks as though you're going to be going through some changes in the next little while. So Spirit is telling you it'd be good that you get some rest. And I hear this, well, sleep when you're dead. But the thing is no, you have to replenish your energy reserves in the here and now as well. All right. So also with this change, there could be changes to conflict or somebody that you were dealing with. Maybe things are going to get better in terms of relationships, all right, in terms of dealing with whomever it was you're dealing with, but you're going through some major changes. Let's get one more card for the Death card, please, Spirit. Yep, see, 9 of Wands. So you've overcame a lot of battles or struggles recently, hence that 9 of Wands, and this is almost about being at collapse. So in order to not collapse, it's about keeping and maintaining boundaries, right? And even though you want to persist forward, you got to balance out everything, because you've got the 2 horses going in different directions here, and that could literally lead to this chariot crashing. So you don't want to crash and burn. All right, so that's what I got for Aries in the next little while for energy. Beautiful. Next, we've got Taurus. What have we got for Taurus? What does Taurus need to know in the next day or so for energy? Surrender to your soul's path. Beautiful. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. What is that about? Okay. So some of you may have been dealing with a Capricorn, or you were dealing with toxic energy, very toxic energy, and you've been able to release it. You have a purpose. You definitely do. And there was a lesson. So if you were struggling with addictions perchance, or if you were feeling trapped or restricted in any way, shape, or form, this energy is saying that you're now freeing yourself. Again, it's a major arcana. Maybe you help others with their journeys. You help them to overcome addictions or anything that may keep them stuck and bound. But again, you do have your purpose. It also speaks to greed and envy and materialism or obsession or sexual lust, for that matter. So it's about getting this in balance so that it doesn't overrule or override the rest of life, right? And there we go. So we've got the King of Wands in reverse. Could be dealing with a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, okay, because that's fire energy. But when the King of Wands shows up in reverse, this is somebody who abuses their power, unfortunately, and they do it through charm to manipulate to get what they want. And I get this feeling that some of you may have been taken for a ride, unfortunately, or you have somebody in your environment that may be using you, I hate to say it, but for sexual pleasure, or that's all they really want. And this is saying that, you know, getting caught up in addictions or all of the enjoyment in life, if you will, that is taking you off of the path of being a leader or fulfilling a vision that you have for yourself. So you've got the strength to be able to pull yourself back, but it's about controlling these external factors that may lead you astray. Okay, there it is, Hermit, getting wiser. Look at all these major arcanas. Wow. So the Hermit is about introspection, healing, even because you're taking some time out. You may not want to be around people too much right now, not in the moment. But the Hermit is beautiful energy because it's somebody who's usually very wise. It speaks to going within so that you can find some clarity. And it's great for personal truth and spiritual illumination. So I think some of you are definitely headed towards your soul's path right now because you are taking that time to step out of all of the distractions of the world, because you're feeling, I think you're sensing at a soul level that something is different now for you, and you want to explore that. You're starting to quote unquote wake up spiritually. Okay, so keep going with that, my lovely Tauruses, and see what kind of amazing awakening you begin to have. Next, we have Geminis. What do we got for Geminis? What is their energy for today, please, Spirit? Gemini. What? Surrender to your intuition. Tune into your inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that come through to guide you. Spirit is trying to tell you something, and it's something to do with whatever you're dealing with. You're not happy possibly with the opportunities that you have available to you right now, or offers being made to you for that matter. Some of you are going within, or you could just be feeling a sense of apathy at the moment, and that's why you're having trouble going within. And it could be in terms of finding a balance, could be financial issues if possible, like depends, maybe you've got more money going out than you do coming in, or the good news is somebody may come along that may help you if you are struggling a bit in the financial department. But the Six of Pentacles also speaks to giving and receiving, or generosity for that matter. So perhaps you're not happy with what is being given to you, and there could be a reason why. Maybe you feel as though somebody is trying to manipulate you with financial means, or you're just not happy with the amount of give and take, and so your intuition is telling you that something needs to change here, and it needs to change before heartbreak occurs, especially with that Three of Swords in reverse. Okay, so pay attention to how much you're giving, how much you're getting in a connection, and if you don't feel happy with it, it may seem, or it does seem, sorry, like Spirit is saying, take a look and beware of anything that is a little bit off, so that you can pay attention to why you might be feeling apathetic in this situation or unhappy about whatever is going on. Could even be a work situation. Maybe you're not feeling appreciated enough, or that you're not making enough money, and if that be the case, your intuition may be saying, hey, guess what, now's the time to change up what it is that you're doing. Start looking for a different job, one that makes you happy. Start looking for different places to channel your creativity and your energy. Okay, so that's what I got for the Geminis in the next little while. It could even just be a relationship situation, and you're like, yeah, you know what, too much out of balance here. Next we have Cancerians. What do we got? Surrender to spirit. Oh, my Cancerians, are you not connecting? It says, once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let spirit work its magic for you. Some of you have actually been surrendering to spirit, and now you're starting to see the beautiful gifts that come with that. It's like it all just falls into place so easily once you give up the control. It's like, what? All of a sudden, what's meant for you comes to you. And I think that some of you are starting to learn that. As I say that, there's the world, and there's all of these opportunities, the incredible, bountiful abundance of opportunities for you, and to the point where you don't even know what to do with it. You've got multiple choices here. With this Two of Pentacles, you could have 2 opportunities for jobs or more, or relationships, or places to go, or things to participate in. You've just got a number of options here, and it's because you've decided, hey, you know what, I've put in my effort, now I'm going to sit back and here you go, Jesus, take the wheel. Or whatever ascended master that you believe in, let them take the wheel. Let spirit take the wheel. And what did I say? All of a sudden, the strangest opportunities start happening, and it starts happening so fast. This speaks to journeys, communication, things going really quickly all of a sudden. And they're coming at this individual here. So all of these opportunities are going to be flying at you. So if you haven't seen that yet, Spirit is saying, take a step back, Cancerians. Just relax just a little bit and let Spirit take the wheel. And once you do that, you, my friends, are going to have a world of opportunities at your feet. Okay? Lots of different options to choose from. And I think that you'll be pleasantly happy with it because all of these cards are upright. Okay? Way to go, Cancerians. Some of you could have even just gotten back from a trip too because you were traveling, or someone's going to be traveling to come and see you. Next we have Leos. My Leos, surrender to what is. Okay. Flow with what is instead of fighting it. When you can't change a situation, compassionately accepting it exactly as it is will bring you peace. There could obviously be something that is frustrating you at the moment, and maybe you're trying to use force, not in a bad way, but you're trying to manipulate an outcome. Here we go, could be dealing with a Libra, but maybe it's based on what you think is fair or what you think is the truth, but the other person is seeing it their way and from their perspective, and because of it, that is what is causing you some friction, and you just can't seem to find the peace in this situation. So sometimes we have to do this thing called radical acceptance. Wow, and just as I say that, Temperance comes along. Look at all of these major arcanas. Thank you, Spirit. So Temperance, you could be dealing with a Sagittarian, but Temperance is such beautiful energy. Speaks to balance and harmony, patience, self-control, moderation. So doing things in balance, just like the Justice card. So if things feel a little bit too out of control, let it be. Go take a walk if you need to. Go take a drive if you need to. Go just spend some time doing something that you love. And don't focus on the little things. Or if it's wanting somebody to change, just accept that this is who they are. This is what they're doing. And that, you know, honestly, is it really worth all of that inner turmoil? It could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but there's something here that's going very slow, maybe too slow for your liking, and that's why you could be frustrated. So I think that Spirit is saying, just accept things right now, relax, don't stress yourselves out, because whatever it is that you're waiting for, it is on its way. It's just very slow, because the Knight of Pentacles is somebody who's very reliable, somebody who is patient, and somebody who's hard working, right? So this individual slowly gets to where it is that they're going to get to. So Spirit is asking you, just have some patience, try to relax, don't rush so much, and what it is that you want will begin to manifest. Okay? All right, my Leos, all good. After Leo, we've got Virgo. Virgos, what's going on? What's going on for you guys? Surrender to the magic of who you are. Oh yeah, and I just got constantly trying to change myself. Don't try to change yourself consistently. You are beautiful. We all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that comes from being just you. So you could be fighting with something in terms of your appearance or the way that the house looks or whatever it be. There it is. Chariot. Fighting. Again, I'm thinking of Seven of Wands energy because this is also 7. And it's about pushing forward, but the horses are going in 2 different directions. But at the end of the day, who's driving it? It's you. So Spirit wants you to really look in the mirror and see just how beautiful you are. Enjoy the moment as is. See how she's just sitting there amongst the flowers and she's just perfectly, beautifully her. That's all you got to do right now in this moment. You don't have to force things. See, people recognize you. You're like the star energy right here. You could even be in the public eye, or you could be on your way to fame. But this is also beautiful renewal energy, healing. And maybe it's just about accepting the changes of who you are as of now. And you know, as we age or as we grow up or as we see things differently, our heart and our minds can kind of get pulled in different directions. And then we just forget how amazing we actually are because we're too busy trying to live up to external expectations. So Spirit is saying just surrender right now and enjoy yourself. Maybe even just spend some time with yourself. Oh my gosh. And as I say that, there you go, the Lovers. And the Lovers speaks to, of course, it can speak to a union, right? But, oh, okay, maybe some of you are trying to change yourselves to appease or make somebody else happy. But the thing is you're perfectly beautiful just the way you are. You are that star, and they see you that way. They see you that way. But also, you could be dealing with Cancer, Aquarius, or Gemini. But also this speaks to becoming whole within, right? It speaks to balancing our feminine and masculine energies and really merging them as one, if you will. So right now, I think that Spirit wants you to get to know what qualities you have inside of you, because that might even lead you on a path. You might be surprised. Maybe you've got artistic qualities. Maybe you write. Maybe, I don't know, there's some kind of talent that you have. And it would be good if you just spent some time alone to see, venture within, go within, and see what it is that you're really about. Okay? So that's what Spirit wants for you in the next little while. Next we have Libra. What do we got for Libras, please, Spirit? What do we got for Libras? Libra. Ah. Too many cards. One card, please, Spirit, for Libra. Surrender procrastination. Now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. Beautiful. So obviously there's something that you're not really interested in dealing with at the moment. Hence, look at that, 7 of Wands, some defensive energy right here. You may have felt like you had to stand your ground, or maybe you were even in self-defense, or you're feeling like you have to protect yourself against something, or maybe even competition. Maybe there's something you have to do and it's against somebody else and you're just like, you know what, I don't want to do this right now. But whatever it is, take the other side of that defensiveness and put it into action, so that whatever it is, you can get it done and you will feel better about it. And I know it's hard to not want to do things when you're just not feeling it, but it is what it is. Some of you could be dealing with addictions of some sort, but you could also be afraid. Some of you feel as though you don't have enough information at this point in time in order to make a decision or to take action, right? You're in a cloudy spot. It could be dealing with a Pisces or even a Cancerian is possible, but it's saying that there's some unseen issues that maybe you need to delve into, right? Or it could speak to voluntary changes And it also speaks to trusting your intuition in a situation. But right now, I just feel like, you know, some of you may even be feeling a little bit down. And I'm sorry for that, my darlings. If you're feeling a little bit depressed or just like things aren't very clear at the moment, go within. Go within and call on this Seven of Wands, this fighter energy, and get going forward. And it'll help you burst and break through that cloudiness. Right. If it's to do with financial issues, because the Five of Pentacles can speak to financial loss or even feeling left out in the cold, maybe not understanding the dynamics of a situation, feeling a little bit rejected, whatever the case be, get working on whatever makes you happy, or get your resume dusted off, whatever it is, get yourself out there, okay? Because the sun will shine again and things will get better. It just takes that action. So just take that one step on that stair, then the second step, then the third. Whatever this is, Libras, you've got it, and you're going to make your way through it, okay? And also, this is a good time to find out exactly what you're made of. Sometimes when we feel like we're completely on our own and that everything is dark and that we've got nothing to lead us, that's when we learn just how much of a fighter we truly are. All right? So dive in. You'll be surprised when you see just what you're made of. Okay, after Libras, what do we got? We got Scorpios. Scorpios, what do we got for you today? What have we got for the Scorpions today? Scorpios. And of course, nothing comes out because you guys like to keep everything hidden. Keep everything secret. That's what you do. Surrender to effortlessness. Ooh. Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. Okay. So obviously there's something that you want and you're trying to make it happen. But you're trying so hard that you're going to exhaust yourself. 8 of Cups. You might be leaving a situation, and that could be what that effortless is. Maybe you've put in too much time and effort into something, and it has cost you emotionally to the point where you're exhausted. You've got nothing left, right? And maybe there was an obsession on a certain goal, or you were too focused on something, and it just consumed all of your energy. So I think Spirit is saying now, let it go. Let things come to you so that you don't get to an emotional burnout. All right? What else? 2 of Cups. Could be in a connection. Could be even to do with somebody at work. Could be to do with someone in the family. Could be to do with a loved one. But there is something here in which you've been pushing yourself very hard. Maybe you've been giving way too much to a connection and it's throwing the balance out. So before you get too frustrated and walk away, maybe give the other person the opportunity to show up for you, right? Because sometimes we get into that habit of we give everything and then we don't get enough back and then we get upset and we want to leave. Could be dealing with another Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. There it is, Queen of Cups. But this is all, I think, to do with love because it's all cups. So it's about emotions and intuition. Could be dealing with someone who's very intuitive, or it's telling you to use your intuition, okay? But regardless, it's about taking a step back and preserving your energy, especially when it comes to your emotions, just so that you can balance it out, right? And if somebody is getting you emotionally worked up, take a little walk, go within, get yourself balanced again, right? Because I just get this feeling like you're giving way too much to a situation, and that's where it's causing you issues. Okay? All right, my Scorpios, in the next little while, you just got to surrender to some effortlessness. Sagittarians, what do we got for you guys? What's going on for the Saggies? Ooh, look at that. Surrender your attachment to results. The formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen, then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. Fair enough. Okay, and there is, right, some of you might have been dealing with some financial loss, or maybe some financial hardships at the moment, or maybe it's just you're not happy with the way things are. But usually this is speaking of external energies that may have caused you a little bit of conflict or hardship, and you're feeling like you're struggling. Maybe you don't feel like you're keeping up with, quote unquote, the Joneses, and so you're trying really hard to get to a certain point, right? But it's a point of, say, recognition or status, whatever be the case. But the problem is that, yeah, if you're wanting things to go one way, it can, honestly, we end up messing it up. I don't know why that is, but it's almost like there's this paradox where we have to release control in order to get control. So it's like, just let things go. Let the world provide for you, okay? There's many, many, many opportunities, and it's just a matter of looking at it and being open to it. But if you're too focused on one thing, then everything else gets rejected around you, right? And it could be because you're just so focused, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, except for the fact that then it isolates anything else from coming in. And you've got all of these opportunities that are coming towards you. And look at this, the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is such beautiful energy. It's about having foresight, right? But it's also about competence and expansion and travel. So is the World card. You might even be planning a trip or a journey of some sort, or if you've got a business, you might be venturing out, or you may need to travel for a new job or move to a different area for work. But regardless of the situation, I feel as though you're expanding your mind, and that's where you're going to get some really great ideas that you're going to grab onto, and they are going to take hold, and they're going to bloom, right? But it's just a matter of getting out of this one focus. Or maybe you felt like a failure because something didn't work out, and then you wanted to give up. But no, sometimes to get back on our right path, or to have the world open up to us, we have to just stop focusing so hard on one thing. Okay, so that's your task, or your information for the next day or so from Spirit. Let's see what we got for Capricorn. Spirit, what have we got for Capricorn for the next day or so? What have we got in whatever situation they're dealing with? Surrender to effortlessness. There you go. Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. That is so true. Perhaps you're working too hard, because Capricorns like to do that. But I also have the Hermit here. Could be dealing with a Virgo, but maybe you've been stuck in too long, or you've just been focusing too hard on something that you've almost gotten to a point of isolation. And when you're isolated like that, you're not allowing the rest of life or energy to flow through you. This Hermit energy is beautiful, and it usually speaks about going within for clarity, or a quest for personal truth, or spiritual illumination, all right? But I think because you're so focused on trying to get something done or make something happen, you're losing touch with yourself, as well as your higher guidance and your inner strength. Okay, so Spirit just wants you to feel whole again. So whatever it is, yeah, there's that Six of Pentacles. Too many cards were coming out, but see, Spirit wants you to go within and start nurturing yourself. Really nurture yourself. Give yourself the love. Give yourself attention. Pamper yourself a little bit. All right. It's about technically being a mother to yourself. How would a mother treat a child? That's what Spirit is saying. Do that for yourself. Go in and nurture your beauty, right? Cultivate your spirit, because I feel that some of you have just gotten so to the point of, the daily grind and keeping up with it all, that you're forgetting how good it feels when you actually do something special for yourself, like have a bath, order yourself some flowers, order yourself a nice dinner, buy yourself something nice, right? Take that time for you. There it is, Seven of Swords. You're trying to strategize as well. You could be dealing with a situation that is requiring you to be very strategic. So you could even be mentally exhausted at this point in time because you're trying so hard to maybe win something that you're dealing with. Whatever it is, you're trying to be one step ahead or even 10 steps ahead. But also remember too that Spirit is a co-creator with you. And in order for things to happen, you've got to let Spirit in a little bit too, to also help with the work. And you'll be surprised if you have that faith and that belief. If we turn this around, you'll be surprised because Spirit will come in and help you out and help nurture and grow and make happen whatever it is that you want to happen. Okay? So that's what I've got for Capricorns. And next on the list we got Aquarius. What do we got for you guys today? Let's see what we got. Surrender to setting limits. It is healthy to set boundaries in your relationships. Practice expressing your needs. And remember that no is a complete sentence. Are you giving too much of yourselves right now? Are you all over the place? I'm getting scattered. Yep, there it is. Five of Wands. There could be some conflict around you. There could be some competition. There could be people or situations that are all trying to demand your time. And what I feel is that you're in some inner conflict as well, especially with the white versus the black. It's like yourself is fighting the external. Your internal is fighting with the external. And it's a matter of getting yourself in balance. And everybody may have conflicting priorities and they're trying to put them onto you. But it's up to you now to make that change. Change, transition, death card, especially now is a good time. You're in Scorpio season. But it's good to transform the old ways and shed what you no longer need. So if you've always been a yes person, maybe it's time to start saying no. It's time to change, and that way you'll be able to come out of conflict and all of the craziness that seems to be around you. And it's about honoring yourself, right? And just as I say that, then the Sun card comes out. And that's the truth, right? And then you'll have your vitality. You'll be feeling good. It speaks to material happiness, joyous outcomes, and success, right? But it all comes down to setting limits for yourself so you actually have the energy to move towards what it is that makes you happy. Okay? So that's your guidance for the next day or so, my Aquas. And last but never least, my beautiful, amazing Pisces. What do we got for you, Pisces? What do we got for the fishies? What do we got for the fish? Surrender resentments. Holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward toward positive situations in your life. Yes, I'm feeling that. Yes, it is frustrating. It's frustrating when you put in so much effort and other people do half-assed jobs. It's difficult when you're trying to deal with so much and you end up consistently being a rescuer or somebody who comes in to save the day. You're always picking up where someone drops the ball. And it's easy to get into that feeling of resentment. But I think what Spirit is saying is take that step back, leave them to pick up their own balls. If they're dropping the ball, then that's on them. Don't go in and rescue them or try to make things better for them. Because honestly, they've got their own path. So pay attention to yours. The High Priestess, Spirit is trying to tell you, Spirit is here as well as God or Source, the Creator, whatever you want to call it, to help people along their journey. Everyone's got to experience something, so we can't enable them anymore. All right? And plus, you need to listen to your intuition as well, because you may be getting taken for granted. All right? In some way, shape, or form. If you're trying to help somebody out by lending them money, if you're trying to help them out by lending them a hand, if you're trying to do whatever it is that somebody comes to you and says, oh, I can't do this on my own, listen to your intuition. Your intuition will tell you the truth. Can they do this on their own? I guarantee you they can. And we all have to deal with the ups and downs in life, but If you're strong enough to make it happen, so are they. Right? That's what I feel like Spirit's trying to tell you. Set some boundaries. There it is. Say no. Stand up for yourself. And I know that's hard to do. I know it's hard to put this wall around you, but that's what needs to be done. Otherwise, you're going to end up cynical and full of resentment. And I know that all too well, being a Pisces myself. We easily get into these moments where it's just, oh, we want to help everybody, but then we're not helping ourselves. Then we want to blame the world, but we need to put things into balance ourselves. Okay? So put you first, listen to your intuition, trust your higher self, and your higher self will tell you, can this person stand on their own 2 feet? Guaranteed they can, 99.9% of the time. That's why they were given the same tools to work with that we were. All right? All right. Unless they're in a really serious, you know what I mean, seriously bad situation. All right, you guys, I hope that this reading resonated for some of you. I just saw 555. We've got some changes happening. And yeah, I'm sending you so much love. See you all again soon. Bye.